everyone, welcome back to another lesson. Today's topic is about three-part harmony of trio sonata. So I think it is important for me to introduce the rules of 3 or 4 part writing before working out the answer on the test paper. As you know, the doubling of notes is the basic knowledge about identification of chords. First of all, there are 4 types of chords in harmony. For example, we use F, A, C as example in C major. If the composer doesn't put any accidentals to these 3 notes, the bottom 2 notes will be major third and the upper 2 notes will be minor third interval. So in this case, we follow the bottom major third interval and name it major chord with capital chord 4. If the bottom 2 notes are minor third and upper 2 notes are major third, then we follow the bottom minor third interval and name it minor chord. So it's the middle note that make a difference. Okay, when you add a flat to the middle note, it will become a minor. If bottom 2 notes and upper 2 notes are both major third interval, that will be labeled as augmented chord with capital 4 with a plus sign at the right top corner. And if bottom 2 notes and upper 2 notes are both minor third, then we name it as diminished chord with lowercase chord 4 with a circle at the right top corner. For the harmony in root position, usually we double the root note. When doing 3 or 4 parts writing, the reason why we double the root note for the root position chord is because we want to emphasize the root note, the first note, because it's a root position, so we emphasize the root. So for first inversion chords, usually we double the root for major chord because the bottom 2 notes are major third. So when the bottom 2 notes are major third, we want to emphasize the root to give it a stronger sonority of major key, of major chord. For first inversion of minor chord, we usually double the middle note because the bottom 2 notes are minor third, and when the bottom 2 notes are minor third, usually the chord sound not so strong, and it tends to give more gentle sonority, more gentle sound. Quality of chords will sound softer and more gentle in terms of chord quality of the sound. For second inversion chords, usually we double the 5th note of the chords to emphasize it, because that is the purpose that we place the last note of the chord in the bass. Only chord 6 is an exception. For chord 6, classical composer tends to double the middle note all the time because it helps to smoothen the phrases and sounds nice, especially at cadence points. It helps to smoothen out the melody. Okay, the melodic line can be smoothened up and avoid a lot of awkward intervals. That's why chord 6 will always double the middle note. But some textbook may argue minor chord can double either root or middle notes, no matter it's a root position or first inversion. Some textbook will recommend you to double, allow you to double either root note or middle note. There are some flexibility in minor chord, but anyway, I leave it to you to decide. Because when you are the composer, the final decision is on you. You can decide how you want to arrange it at your own discretion, and it depends on what kind of sound, what kind of tone quality you want to create. There is no fixed rules, and what I share about doubling of notes are just the general rules of harmonization. These rules simply give better sonority to your music. They help to produce better tone color, and quality of sound also different. So there is no fixed rules. Okay, so it all depends on how you want your music to sound like. Hope my info are helpful. Thank you for watching. So above info are just a simplified version of chord identification and the rules for 4 parts harmony. Okay, hope you find it helpful. Thank you very much. Hello, welcome back to this lesson. This is about grade 8. Question 1, the 3 parts writing, the trio sonata by Telemann. First, we need to name the key. Okay, before you write down the chords and fill in the notes, we need to find out whether there are any modulations. If you look at the opening chord and opening key signature, you can see they are F sharp and C sharp. The key signature have 2 sharps, and on top of that, besides looking at key signature, you also need to look at the bass note. So if the bass note here is a B, that means this is a root position chord. Okay, so B, D, F sharp. As you know, B, D, F sharp is a B minor chord. So if the key signature has 2 sharps, we have 2 possibilities. One is either D major or B minor. Since the first chord is B, D, F, apparently they are telling you that this is the B minor key. Okay, and then on top of that, you can also see that there is a sharp. Okay, so in figure bass, if you see a sharp, there is no number next to it. That means the third note from the bass must sharpen. So this is F. F count 3 steps is A. So this is the A sharp. Okay. In B minor, we do have A sharp. Let's continue to check. And this is A sharp, and this D sharp, do you think it belongs to the key? It looks like this D sharp should, in B minor, we shouldn't have a D sharp. Okay, this look more like a passing note. Okay, passing note means this is a D. Between D and E, there's sandwich a D sharp. Okay, so D, D sharp, E. It's just a passing note going to the E. And here you have a D at the base. Look at what sharp is this. The fourth note has sharp. So if it is 4 sharp, means you need to count 4 steps from D. Okay, so this is what it means by figure bass. Okay, all this number means figure bass. Means you need to count figure from the bass, figure bass. That's why we call it figure bass. So if the bass note is D, you count 4 steps G. And this bass note is a C. C count 6 steps is A. So if G and A have sharp, that means they are using melodic minor form. Okay, in B minor, the 6 and 7 note are G sharp and A sharp. That's why this is still in B minor. And let's continue to look further. And this is a sharp again. So F, if there's no number, means this sharp is a third note. So F, G, A. So this is an A sharp again. Which means this is still a hint that telling you this is a B minor. Again, this is E, count 4 steps is A sharp. So again, another A sharp. Okay, still in B minor, no modulation. Let's look further. Okay, so this is E, E count 4 steps is A. Okay, another A sharp, so still in B minor. Next, you have a new accidental here. This bass note is a C. C count 3 steps. Okay, no number means 3 steps. So this is a E sharp. C count 5 steps is a G sharp. Okay, so you have E sharp and G sharp. Okay, originally we have F sharp, C sharp in the key signature. This is original key signature. And here there's a accidentals. So which one belongs to the key signature? So F sharp, C sharp can follow by G sharp, right? So this G sharp belong to accidentals. So from G sharp, we cannot go to E. We cannot go to E sharp. The key signature doesn't follow by E sharp, which means the E sharp is accidentals of the 7th note. Okay, so if this E sharp is the 7th note of the minor key, then the next note, the 8th note, the tonic note, E sharp go up a semitone is F sharp. So they are telling you this key is a F sharp minor. So let's assume this to be F sharp minor. So in F sharp minor, it has 3 sharps. Okay, if you have a key signature chart with you, you can look at your key signature chart. If you have a chart like this, you can see that F sharp minor does have 3 sharps. Okay, so this is F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. So from here we can see that the E sharp is the 7th note of F sharp minor. Okay, so this is how we analyze the key. Let's continue from here, and you can see This is C. C count 5 step is G. C count 3 step is E. Okay, so E sharp keep occurring. So this also C count 3 step is E sharp. Okay, so E sharp keep occurring, which means it's still in F sharp minor. Towards the last line, you can see that this is a B. B count 6 step. You have G sharp. C count 5 steps. G sharp. Okay, still in F sharp minor because F sharp minor have G sharp. Then this sharp is third note. So C count 3 step is E sharp. Okay, so still in F sharp minor because all these are E sharp. All these are E sharp. And it ends with F. It ends with tonic key F sharp. So that means you only have one modulation. You modulate to F sharp minor only. Okay, so this is an easier example to identify the modulation. Let's go back to the opening. So you can see the rhythmic pattern is mainly crotchet, quiver, crotchet, quiver. So you need to follow this style of rhythmic pattern when you continue. Next, you can see that this one is already fully done. This bar also already fully done. The first half of third bar also fully done already. So you don't need to write down the chord symbol for these 3 bars. Let's start to work out the answer starting from the second half of third bar. So in B minor, as you know, this is still in B minor. This bass note is a C, and the below the C there is a figure called 6 sharps. So 6 sharp means when you have 6, it means that this C is the middle note. Okay, in figure bass, when you see 6 means this bass note is a middle note. So if this is a middle note, then you can add 1 note in front and 1 note behind. Okay, so you can also see that C count 6 steps. C count 6 steps is A. Okay, so this is A, C, E. But we will understand it by looking at middle of the note. Means 6, it has a meaning of first inversion. So C will be middle note. So in future, when you see 6, means the bass note is the middle note. And so in B minor, A, C, E is chord 7. Okay, so chord 7 is a diminished chord and it's a first inversion. For diminished chord, the first 2 notes is a minor third. So when the first 2 notes of the chord is a minor third, usually we will double the middle note. Okay, because the minor third interval at the bottom, A and C sharp, A sharp and C sharp, has a more gentle sound effect. So when the bottom 2 notes are minor third, usually we'll double the middle note. Okay, next one is BDF. Okay, when there's no number, that means this is a root position chord. So this will be a BDF. So BDF, this is a chord 1. Okay, chord 1, usually for chord 1 in B minor is a minor chord because B to D is a minor third, D to F is a major third. When 1 is minor, 1 is major, we will follow the bottom 2 notes. So this is a minor chord. For minor chord, we can usually even either double the root note or middle note. So in this case, I prefer to double the middle note. No, I prefer to double the root note. Next one is another root position chord because there is no number. So this will be a FAC. And FAC is a major chord, okay, because F sharp to A sharp is a major third, A sharp to C sharp is a minor third. So when this form major third, this form minor third, this will be a major chord. So for major chord, we can double the root note. So FFAC. Next one, the bass note is an E. So E count 4 step is A. E count 2 step is F. So this is the FACE. Okay, when B minor, FACE is chord 5, 5, 7. And then when E is at the bass, then this will be 5, 7, D. Okay. Next chord. Okay, 6 again. Okay, just now I told you 6 means this is the first inversion. Okay, so the bass note is a D. So that means the D is the middle note of the chord. Okay, again we use the same approach. Before D is B. The note before D is B. So B, D, F. Okay, so B, D, F sharp is a minor chord again. So if you know interval, B to D is a minor third. D to F sharp is a major third. Okay, again, this is how we decide is a major or minor chord. So the bottom two notes are minor third, upper two note is a major third. Then we look at the bottom one. Okay, the bottom two note B to D is a minor third, so this is the minor chord. So with usually minor chord first inversion, we will double the middle note. So it's B, D, D, F. And this is F. The bass note here is an F. Next chord, the bass note is F. F count 6 step is D. F count 4 step is B. So from here you can see this is a B, D, F. So in B minor, B, D, F is chord 1. Chord 1 and then B, D, F. So the F is at the bass. So that means this is a second version. This is 1C. Okay, so for second version chord, usually we want to emphasize the fifth note. Okay, so in future you must remember for second version chord, we always emphasize the last note of the chord, which is B, D, F, F. Next, 4-2, this is E. The bass note is an E. Okay, so E count 4 step is A. E count 2 step is F. So from here you can see that F, A, C, E. These three notes can form F, A, C, E. C is omitted, so you must write it down. Now, in B minor, F, A, C, E is chord 5. 5, 7, because there are 4 notes. 1, 3, 5, 7. So E is a 7 note. Okay, so the bass note here is an E. So this is position A, B, C, D. So this chord is a position D. So this is a 5, 7, D chord. Next one, 6 again. So you see 6. This is the only chord that you need to memorize. Okay, you only because you cannot count. The bass note is a D. Bass note is a D. So if bass note is a D, it means D is the middle note. You just need to, when you see 6, means you need to add 1 note in front and 1 note behind the D. Okay, so 1 note in front of the D will be B, B, D, F. So this is chord 1 and first inversion. So minor chord first inversion, if you study, you have some basic knowledge about harmony, usually we'll double the middle note. Okay, because B and D form a minor interval, minor third interval. Next, let's move on to F sharp minor. In F sharp minor, this bass note is a C. C count 7 step is B. C count 5 step is G. Okay, C, D, E, F, G. So you have C, G, B. This will be C, E, G, B. So in F sharp minor, C, E, G, B is chord 5. 5, 7. And then the bass note is a C. C at the base. So 5, 7, 1. 5, 7, A. The next note has no number below. If there's no number below the note, that means this is a root position. So this is F, A, C. Okay, so it's chord 1, double the root note. Okay, so usually root position, we will double the root note. Next one is 6, 4. So C count 6 step is A. C count 4 step is F. So this is the F, A, C chord. So in F sharp minor, F, A, C is chord 1. C is at the base, so 1, C. Okay, second inversion. So second inversion, we emphasize the fifth note. Next is C, bass note is a C. C count 5 step is G sharp. C count 3. This one no number, that means this third note have sharp. So it's E. E has sharp. So from here you can see this is a C, E, G. So in F sharp minor, C, E, G is chord 5. and then root position will double the root note. Next one is F. F is chord 1, so this is F, F, A, C. So you notice that there are very long hyphen here. When you have hyphen, that means this one chord will last for one whole bar. So you only need one chord for this bar, okay? So this hyphen telling you just need to use the same chord for the first half of the bar. So this is F, F, A, C. Next, 6 again. 6 means this B is the middle note. B is the middle note. So you just need to add one note in front and one note behind. So add G in front of B, G, B, and D. So in F sharp minor, this is chord 2. And B is at the bass. So this is 2B. Okay, minor chord, first inversion. Chord 2 is a minor chord. First inversion, we double the middle note. Next, the bass note is a C. C count 5 step is G. C count, this 3 step is E. So this is a C, E, G chord. So C is at the bass. So chord 5, root position, we double the root note. Next, this is a F. Okay, so in F sharp minor, this is chord 1 because it's F, A, C. So root position, usually we double the root note. Okay, for root position, we always emphasize the first note. Next, this is 6. So D at the base, that means D is the middle note of the chord. So D is the middle note, so we add one note in front and behind. B, D, F. So as you know, in F sharp minor, B, D, F is chord 4. Minor chord, first inversion. Okay, so according to rules of harmony, minor chord and of first inversion, usually we double the middle note. Next one, the bass note is a C. C count 6 step is A. C count 4 step is F. So this is F, A, C. Okay, F, A, C in F sharp minor is chord 1, and C is at the bass. So this is second inversion, double the 5th note. Next, the bass note is a B. Okay, B count 6 step is G. B count 5 step is F. So this is apparently G, B, D, F. Okay, so G, B, D, F. G, B, D, F is a chord 2, 7. And then B is at the bass, so it's the first inversion. Okay, so for all the chords that has 4 notes, we don't need to double any note. Okay, next, the next chord has a suspension. How do you know if there's a suspension? You look at this very short hyphen. Okay, so 4, 3, this is a suspension. But imagine, you must understand that the number in the suspension shouldn't belong to the harmony. Okay, so this is just a some kind of a decoration. Okay, so the chords that belong to harmony is this 5. Okay, the number that belong to harmony is 5. So I will circle this because this doesn't belong to the harmony. So C count 5 step is G. From here we know that this is C, E, G. In F sharp minor, this is chord 5, root position, because C is at the base. So we will double the C. Okay, emphasize the C because it's a root position. We will emphasize the root note. Next one is root position also. So E, G, B. Okay, so in this case, this is a chord 7. Root position, we emphasize the root again. Next one, here there is no number. That means this has to be a root position chord. So this is chord 1, F, F, A, C. Okay, emphasize the root note. Next, 6 again. 6 means the B. This note B is the middle note of the chord. Okay, so if this B is a middle note, the root note is G, the 5th note is D. So this is chord 2, first inversion. Okay, minor first inversion, double the middle note. Next one is root position again because C count 5 step is G. So this is a C, E, G. So this is a chord 5. C, E, G, root position, double the root, C, C, E, G. Next one, this is a root position again, so F, A, C. So this is chord 1, root position, double the root note. Now let's continue. Look at the third bar, second half of the third bar. Okay, over here, when I fill in the notes, I will use different color. Maybe perhaps purple color would be more obvious for you to see. So if this is A, C, E, when the chord only have 3 notes, okay, A, C, E, we double the root when it's a root position. So we must make sure that the root note must appear, okay? So we have a few combinations. First, you double the A, is either A, C. So if you double A, because you only can have 3 notes, 1, 2, 3. We only have 3 parts. So the first note must be there, okay? Because the root is very important. The root of the note is very important. Another situation is you double the A, but you omit the C. Okay, C you omit, A, E. Okay, you can choose A, C or A, E. Another possibility is you don't want to double the A. So you can have A, C, and E. Okay, so in this case, the C is at the base. And then the root note is missing. Okay, the important note is missing. So in this case, the important note must be there. So the A I will put at the top part because it's nearest to the G. So I will put A sharp here. Don't forget the A has a sharp. A, C, and then the middle line, I will put, I want to repeat the A. I choose to double the A. So I put here, okay? So because B to A sharp is the nearest. Also, B is a tonic. Tonic go to 7 note is the best solution. Okay, that's why I choose to have A sharp here. Next one is B, B, D, F. Okay, so the B must be there. The B is already there. So the rest of the note, I will choose D. And then this A sharp 7 note, I will resolve to B. Okay, leading note and tonic I put together. So the rhythm here has to be quiver. Okay, so you can see the pattern is crochet, quiver, crochet, quiver. So I continue using the same pattern. Okay, next you can see that this is the cadence. You have an imperfect cadence. Okay, 1 to 5 is imperfect cadence. So for imperfect cadence, you need to take care of the tonic and the leading note. Okay, so the tonic is here, B. So tonic B must resolve to A sharp. Leading note A sharp. Okay, and then I will end here. Okay, after you resolve, then I don't want to continue anymore because after you resolve, it's like going home already. You reach home, you shouldn't extend your melody. So your cadence actually ends here. Okay, you have F, A sharp, and then the middle line can C. Dotted crochet. Next, second line, you have B, D, F. Okay, B, D, D, F, the root note is missing. So you can put a B. You need to have a B. So over here, you have E, D, C. So the next note go to B is the best. E, D, C, B. Okay. And then they want you to hold this chord for 3 counts. So over here, I choose the B to hold for 3 quavers. And the middle line B, you have B on top, D. So the middle line, I will choose to have F because F is the chord note. Okay, so I choose F. And next one is B, D, F. So the root note is missing. Okay, so I give priority to B. Okay, because first note must be there. When the chord has 3 notes, the first note, make sure the first note is there because it's a root. So between here to here is quite empty. There's a gap. So I would like to fill in 1 more note here. to shorten the distance, because F to B is a bit far. So when at this place, you can actually have one more quiver because the pattern is crochet and quiver. Okay, so when this quiver beat is not above the main beat, you see, there's no main beat. So you can choose any note from the chord. Okay, or you can just choose a changing note to close the gap. So between F and B, you can add a decoration of A. Use it as a changing note. So F, A, B. Okay, so this is a B. Okay, so if you don't know what is changing note, you can refer to my video. They talk about melodic decoration. Okay, over in that video, I talk about changing note. Okay, look for my video about melodic decoration. Then you understand what is changing note. So B is a root note, must be there. Next, you can see there is another cadence of B minor, 5, 7 to 1. There is a perfect cadence. So you need to be very, very careful. Over here, when your chord have 4 notes, okay, this one is F, A, C, E. By right, when your chord has 4 notes, you can have 3 variations. The F usually must be there. F must be there. And you can choose F, A, E. Okay, the first and last note must be there. So F, A, E, that means you omit the C. Okay, this is the first situation. Second situation is you choose F, F must be there, E must be there. Okay, second situation is you choose F and E, and you omit the A and choose the C. Okay, so you can have only these 2 possibilities when the chords have 2 notes. So over here, the F is missing. But then, because this is by right, the root note must be there. But then this is a cadence. So for cadence, we need to resolve the leading note to tonic. So in this case, the leading note A sharp to tonic is more important. Okay, so leading note to tonic must be there. Next bar. Okay, so the rest of the bar already fully done. So let's look at the next bar. Next bar is C, G, B. So the important notes C and B, see, they already did for you. And there is a suspension here, they tie the notes. So usually when they tie the note, you need to resolve the notes 1 step down, okay? If you check out what the suspension means you need to resolve 1 step downwards. Okay, so that's what you need to do. When they tie the 2 notes for you, you need to resolve 1 step down, okay? And also because suspension dislocate the harmony. You can see the F, A, C chord is here. So you need to have an A over here. Next, F, A, C, C. Okay, when the chord has only 3 notes, the root note must be there. So I will put the F here, since they are the common note for these 2 chords. Okay, so I put the F here, and then F, you have C. So the top note, I will put A again, because it's a common note. So A, the next chord, so this is a crochet, next chord is the quiver. So the root must be there. The root is already here. So C. The middle part, I will choose E, because F to E is the nearer. It's nearer, F, E. So the E here has a sharp, but over here, they already put the sharp for you. So you're going to write the sharp again, because it's the same bar. So C, E, and then the top note, I put G. This is the nearest. And don't forget, this G has sharp. Yeah, because it says 5th note have sharp. So the G must add a sharp, and this is a quiver beat. So you must add a tail. Next is G, B, B, D. So again, the root note is important, but over here I don't see G. So I will put G at the middle line, because this nearer to G. A is nearer to G. The top note, I will put D, because after C, go to D is the nearest. Then the next one is a C, E, G. So in this case, I will choose to double the C, because D to C is nearer. So you can double the C. So if you double the C, C and C, that means either E or G must be cancelled. So C, C, the middle line, I will choose E. Why do I not? Why I don't want to choose G? Because you can see that they start to have this kind of lyric pattern. That means you need to add some passing note. So between G and E sharp, don't forget the E has a sharp. Okay, this one refers to E sharp. So I will put the E sharp. Between G and E, I will put F. So I imitate this style. Starting from here, we need to have 3 notes per group. Okay, G, F, E. So I erase the tail and link the notes together and imitate the rhythm. Next, F, F, A, C. Okay, so you can see this is a chord 5. Everyone see this is a cadence. You have another cadence here. This 5 go to next chord 1 is the perfect cadence. For perfect cadence, need to remember there's a rules that 7 must go to leading note. So 7 go to leading note. So that B is here. Okay, sorry, this is the F sharp minor. Sorry, in F sharp minor, the leading note should be E. Yeah, leading note is E. So the next note should go to F sharp. Okay, tonic. Okay, after that, you should go home and rest. Okay, don't extend anymore. And then F, F, the top note, I will put C again. So that means I omit the A. Okay, because it's nearer. Put C is nearer to the previous note. This is C. Okay, so in this case, I omit the A. Next chord is F, A, C again. So it repeat the chord 1 to emphasize the tonic chord. So I put C here. Okay, so this is a new start of the phrase. We have B, D, D, F. So the root note is missing. So I put a B here. Next chord is second quiver. Okay, second quiver beat has another chord. Because they didn't put hyphen. If they put hyphen, then you cannot put a new chord. Okay, so here they didn't put hyphen and there's a new chord here, F, A, C, C. So the root note is already there. This is F at the top line. The top already have an F. Top here already have an F. And then the base note is a C. I will choose A. And then next one, B and A. So next one, you need G, B, D, F. When the chord has 4 notes, the first and last note must appear. So in this case, I'll put G sharp for middle line. Okay, next one. Next one has a suspension, 4-3 suspension. So in question 1, when you have suspension, you need to settle the suspension first. Suspension is 4 to 3. Okay, so C count 4 step is F. So you see the 4th note they already done for you. Okay, this one C count 4 step. Okay, is F, and then C count 3 steps. When there's no number with a sharp, means it's 3rd note. Okay, so you must 4 must go to this 3rd note, sharpen 3 note. So E. Okay, so this is how you settle the suspension. Okay, so these two are quavers. And then after that, the rest of the chord here must come from the harmony of C, E, G. Okay, so over here, I will put the G again because that is the common note. Okay, so this is the nearest suggestion. Next, there's a E, G, B. So I'll choose E because it's the common note. So E, I double the E already. Then the middle note, I will choose a B. Okay, the reason why I choose B for middle note because I want to have a passing note. So there is no chord here, so you can add a passing note. G, A, B. Okay, so that's how I complete the melody. Next bar is F, F, A, C. So F, F, A, C, I'll put F. I repeat the F, F, F. So the middle note, you choose either A or C. Okay, middle note, I choose A. And then next one is G, B, B, D. So the G must be there. G at the top line. Don't forget G is the sixth note, which has a sharp. Must have a G sharp because sixth note has a sharp. So G, B, I choose to double the B, the middle note, G, B, B. Okay, so D is omitted. Next chord is C, E, G. C, E, G to F, A, C, need to have a leading note. Okay, don't forget when 5-1, this is a perfect cadence. For this question, when the last cadence is the perfect cadence, you must have 5 to 1, which means in F sharp minor, the fifth note is C, the first note is F. So 5-1 is C to F. Okay, 5-1. And then another part, you must have 7-1. Leading note, which is an E sharp, must go to tonic. Okay, so leading note to tonic. And another part, which is C, C, E, G. So you have C, E, the top part you can put G, which is the second note of the chord. And must go to tonic, 2-1. Okay, so remember this is an important rule. At the end, all three instruments must end with tonic. 2-1, 7-1, 5-1. It can be in any order. So this is 5-1. Okay, so 2-1, 7-1, 5-1 can be any order. 2-1 can be at the bottom, 7-1 can be at the top. It doesn't matter. Okay, so that's all for this question. I hope this lesson is beneficial for you. Don't forget to stay subscribed because we're going to have more free music theory lesson for your revision. Okay, thank you for watching. See you next lesson. Goodbye.